भवति यदनुभावात् एडमूकोऽपि वाग्मी जडमतिरपि जन्तुर्जायते प्राज्ञमौलिः सकल वचन चेतो देवता भारती सा मम वचसि निधत्तां सन्निधिं मानसे च श्रुतिस्मृति पुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शंकरं लोकशंकरम्. Today we have Professor Arindam Chakravarti here with us in virtual way, in this virtual platform, who is going to deliver his first international lecture organized by Kantanuru Shala. I confine myself to introduce Professor Arindam Chakravarti in order to save the time. Yes, Kerala is a land created by Lord Parashurama. Just 2 days back we observed Parashuram Jayanti. Today we are celebrating Shankara Jayanti. Parashurama created the land, but Shankara gave the name to the land. Acharya Shankara gave the spirit to the land. So that's the beauty of this land. The Kerala land is, of course, land of Prakriti, land of arts, land of knowledge, land of acharyas, and land of many learning centers. And of course, today, Kantaluru Shala
Sir,
yes, I was mute, yeah. After several centuries, this Shala is getting revived with such wonderful events. I am happy that under the direction of Professor Murali Madhavan and Radhakrishnan ji and many other stalwarts of this country, this great project is undertaken by knowledge lovers. On this occasion, as I told, I am greatly honored to introduce my Guru Bhrata, Satirthya, the best brain I have seen ever in my lifetime, Professor Arindam Chakravarti. I should say Mahamahopadhyaya, Professor Arindam Chakravarti. Professor Arindam Chakravarti comes from Calcutta, and he has been trained in philosophy, especially in Indian logic, classical Indian logic, Nyaya Shastra, and Indian aesthetics and Buddhist epistemology. After his completion of his undergraduate program and masters in Presidency College, Calcutta, he did his DPhil program. He earned his DPhil from Oxford University, where his work was supervised by Michael Dummett and Sir Peter Strawson. He was serving in US and UK, and he returned to India, to Delhi. He served as professor in the philosophy department in Delhi University, and then he returned to US as professor at the University of Hawaii in 1997. Since then, he has been professor in the Department of Philosophy and teaching Indian and Western philosophies. In 2018, he occupied Nirmal Agustina Mattu Chair in Indic Humanities at the Department of Philosophy in Stony Brook University, New York. I should say, you will wonder to note his earnings he earned not only name, he earned knowledge, and he earned lot of contributions to the philosophy. He has authored more than 14 works and published nearly 100 research articles which are published in peer-reviewed journals of international reputation. More than anything, he was chosen by my guru, Professor Prahlad. If Professor Prahlad chooses someone as scholar, he is the scholar. Never ever I have seen Professor Prahlad just praising someone. And I have seen several times, even today, he fondly recalls and praises Professor Arindam Chakravarti. He is the dearest disciple. Of course, he never calls him as disciple, but Professor Arindam Chakravarti calls himself as disciple of Professor Prahlad. And during his stay in Tirupati, he delivered 7 lectures on Western philosophy, especially on epistemology, on Western epistemology in Sanskrit. Shastrochitaya Samskrita Gira Pratitya Pramana Mimamsayaha Nana Vishayan Saha Vivechayamasa. That work is still available, published by Tirupati Vidyapith. Adhunika Pratitya Pramana Mimamsa, one of the best selections, best.
Not audible.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. So this book is still available and it is praised by many Sanskrit scholars. And in the last 5-6 years back, when I invited him to a workshop organized by Chinmaya International Foundation in Kerala, he stayed there for 2 weeks and delivered wonderful lectures, very profound, very rich lectures on Ishopanishad. I have never ever heard such wonderful interpretations, taking ideas from various commentaries and his own new commentary. He delivered several lectures, and I should, without wasting much time, I should also narrate his personality, in these words. Shastravada ratah kechit, kechid arvachyamadinah, arindamoyam sarajnah. He never goes into argumentation. He sarajnah, madhya marga samashrita. He is also good in Buddhist philosophy. The madhya marga samashrita. Kavishcha kavitatvajnah, panditascha philosopher. Panditascha philosopher. Prachya pratitya vidyanam sangamoya varindama. Prachya pratitya vidyanam sangamoya varindama. Chakravarti cha shastreshu bharatasya shiromanihi yojayat vishwavidyanam yo ajayat vishwavidyanam alayan shastramantana. Without any shastra, he won many scholars' heart. He is a philosopher and he is a poet and artist. Many people do not know that he pens and he paints. He pens and he paints, and he is also a good musician. Today he may not be able to sing, but he is a very good musician that I know. A person like this is very rare and unique. I really am happy to be one of the very known persons to him, and I'm associated with him. Today's lecture, he is delivering on a very rare topic, the relation of oneness philosophy of Shankara from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. Shankara travels with the philosophy of oneness to Kashmir, And Kashmir also has propagated, Gupta again propagated Advaita from Kashmir, and he compares these two philosophies today. Over to Professor Arindam Chakravarti.
Yasya namavali tasmai padmanabhaya vai namah. As we are holding this August meeting on the important inauguration of a 1,000-year-old university, we have to remember that all of India is almost like the first sentence of the Prathamadhyaya Dvitiya Brahmana of Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, with a little bit change of the tense, grammatical tense. One could say, Mrityuna eva idam avritamasti idanim. And it is very sad. We should not joke about it. But Shankara told us something that everybody sings in Kerala. Prapte sannihite khalu marane nahi nahi rakshati mukhachadane. Shankara didn't write mukhachadane. He wrote to krinkarane. But since we are trying to protect ourselves by the masks, which is the only thing the government does not need to make available, we can all hold it. But I would seriously like all of us to silently pray, Sarve Santu Niramaya. I start because Murali Madhavanji told me that I must share some new Sanskrit verses that I have authored. Apart from my own comparison and some kind of synthesis between the Nirguna Brahmavada, Kevaladvaita of Shankaracharya and the Shaktitraya Vishishta, Prakasha Vimarshamaya, Pratyabhijna, non-dualism, Advaitavada of Abhinavagupta. But out of my Guru's grace, I found the greatest collaboration, the greatest endorsement of this meeting of the two in a text all of you know, but maybe it was definitely originating from Kashmir. But maybe the Patanapatana of that in Kerala needs to be revived. And that text is Yoga Vasishta. And in Yoga Vasishta, in a crucial chapter, Sri Rama, who is the student, as you know, the Bhagavad Gita intellectual atmosphere, the instructional relationship is reversed in the Yoga Vasishta. In Bhagavad Gita, Narayana is the speaker, Nara is the hearer. In the Yoga Vasishta, Nara, Vasishta Rishi Muni is the speaker and teacher, and Narayana is the student. That is Ramachandra. So Rama asks, and I'll come back to it after drawing the comparisons and contrasts. But Rama asks, you have described how Paramashiva, who is Nirguna Brahman, how he actually supports this world illusion, the dream that we call our life. But now tell me, how does Shankara's partner, Shakti, power, Kali, dance? Professor Radhakrishnan, am I audible? Okay, thank you. So, as far as I experienced it, just as on the one hand, you have Padmanabha Swami taking a long lying down rest by the seaside inside Kerala due to unnecessary division created by Western scholars between Agama and Nigama, neglected by Vedic Pandits, but very much present in popular Keralian devoted mind. There is the dance of Bhadrakali. And partly I wanted to remind all of you that the Shankara is not only, of course, Western scholars will disagree, but we all know that in Kanchi, everywhere, in Shankaracharya Mathas, Shankara is a worshipper of Tripura Sundari, who is none other than Kali. There is a secret teaching of Kali in Kashmir. Abhinava Guptapad was an heir to that teaching that is called Krama Tantrism. Krama. So Abhinava writes a long verse. The mool of it is lost, but there is Jayaratha's commentary available called Krama Stotra. And there he talks about Krama Tantrism is worshipping Kali in 12 successive forms. And I will not translate this, but this is my offering of synthesis of Agama and Nigama between Krama Kali. In fact, there is a beautiful poetry called Kramakeli in the Kashmir tradition, and the first verse of Ishopanishad. With all of your grace, after I retire, I have this sankalpa that I would try to write a Kashmir Shaiva Pratyabhijna Darshana Anuyayi commentary on the Isha Upanishad. All of you know that in the first verse, the word Jagat occurs, but also with a Saptami locative case, Jagati also occurs. So I'm sure most of you will see where I'm going with this. Here are my verses. Masa dvadasha meya Ritam cha satyam cha vidhat tapaso adhyajayata tato ratyajayata tatas samudro arnava samudrad arnavadati samavatsaro ajayata koyam samvatsara Masa dvadasha meyaya Kali dvadasha rupini Chando rupa dhara sahi Jagati dvadashaksharam. Jagati chanda dvadashakshara. Matrimana prameyebhyo vinna abhinna bhairavat. Ishavasyam jagat tasyam jagatyam sthitam adbhutam. Dvadashaksharayam jagatyam dvadasharupinyam kalya idam jagat tishtati. Sarva bhava mayam chitram vichitram. Satyam, satyanatyamidam jagat. Sarvabhavamayam chitram, satyanatyamidam jagat. Ardhanarishwaras tatra nartaka सच्चित अंबरे अथवा तत् जगत सत चिदंबरे नर्तक अर्धनारीश्वर. In a nutshell, there is a lot of overlap between Pratyabhijna Darshanam, Trika Darshanam, and Nirguna Brahma Darshanam, Kevala Advaita. There is only one difference. And in that difference, Yoga Vasishta takes the side of Pratyabhijna and not the side of traditional Advaita. And with slight change, the shloka that all children memorize first, I will say it, the common view of both. Brahma Satyam, Jagat Satyam, Jivo Brahma Ivanapar. Sankshepena, this is what I want to talk about. The best place geographically to begin a study of the relation between Advaita in Kashmir and Advaita in Kerala is to begin in the eastern middle region between them, Bengal and Varanasi, where the greatest Bengali Advaitin lived in the 16th century. Madhusudana Saraswati was an uncompromising Advaitin. By his monumental work, Advaita Siddhi, he rescued Advaita Vedanta from the jaws of the devouring Nyayamrita, a vigorous Madhva dualist attack by Vyasatirtha. He also wrote against Nyaya Vaisheshika, Shankara Mishra's jewel of difference, although he was a great Navya-Nyayika, Madhusudana Saraswati. You see that when you see what logical, symbolic sophistication he does with double negation in the Mithyatva Prakaranam of Advaita Siddhi. Double negation does not yield the Pratiyogi. But he refutes Shankara Mishra's Vedaratnam in a delightful book called Advaita Ratna Raksham. In all these texts, he defends the standard Advaita view that the Lord God that we worship and adore as the architect, or more accurately, the supreme dreamer of this universe, is not the ultimately real pure consciousness. Nedam yatitam upasate. Pure attributeless consciousness, which is unlimited by time, space, or individuality, can never be the object of any mental state, including the meditative state of upasana. Hence, that pure Brahman cannot be an object of worship. So the Ishvara that we can worship is Brahman consciousness as delimited by collective ignorance. Samashti Ajnana Upahita Chaitanya. Madhusudana Saraswati thus teaches, first, the official doctrine that infinite reality, all that there is, sarvam khaluidam, has no attributes, guna, no modes, relations, or qualities. Since words cannot relate to this ultimate infinite reality, you cannot speak of, let alone eulogize, or chant the name of this highest and only reality, Nirguna Brahman. Yet, when his commentary on the Bhagavad Gita reaches the crucial 13th chapter, the yoga of distinction between the field and the field knower. I don't have time today. I will show you some examples of Abhinavagupta's poetry. But the prose of Shankara is as poetic and as humorous as any good prose can be. Okay. So in this context, those of you who are interested, in 13th chapter, Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga, at one point, under the Kshetrajnam Chapi Mang Vidhi, under that verse, Shankara has a longest commentary, at the end of which, when he says, this Vyashti Shariratraya Avachinna Chaitanya, Jeev, is a result of avidya. So, interlocutor asks, he himself makes up, like the language of Shavaraswami, like the language of Uddyotakar. It is beautiful, colloquial, debate language, very friendly. But look at the beauty of Shankara's prose here. So he says, Nanu kasya yam avidya. Remember, so Shankara is writing so many years, at least 500 to 600 years before Ramanuja. Okay. And all these Ashraya, Anupapatti and all those, he anticipates. So he says, Kasya yam avidya. Yaya upahitam chaitanyam jiva iti khyayate. Jaya avidya. Kasya yam avidya. So then Shankara discusses. And then at one point he asks the Purva Pakshi that Katham jayate jagat iti. And the Purva Pakshi says, Na jani, na vidmu. Then Shankara says, now you know kasya vidya, yours. Because he said, Naam janami. And it is not just a joke, because nakinchid avedisham, atava idam na janami. That is one of the proofs of avidya. But it's put in a dialogue. So at one point, he says, I don't know, you tell me. And Shankara says, you don't know? So then the avidya must be yours. Ignorance is yours. But when Madhusudana comes to commenting on Trayodashadhyaya, Kshetraj Kshetraj Vibhagayo, suddenly, in no other chapter he does that. Suddenly, there is a new Mangala Shloka in Gita Gudhartha Deepika. And that is Dhyana Bhyasa Vashi Kritena Manasa Tad Nirgunam Nishkriyam Jyoti Kinchana Yogino Yadi Param Pashyanti Pashyantu Te Asmakam Tulochana Chamatkaraya Bhuyachiram Kalindi Pulineshu Sayat Kimapitat Neelam Mahodhavati. If with minds disciplined by the repeated practice of meditation, some yogins get to see that actionless, attributeless, formless light called Brahman. Let them see that. For us, bewitching our eyes. Lochana chamatkaraya. Let there always be whatever that is. That very blue light which runs around on the bank of Kalindi, the river Yamuna. Was Madhusudana deviating from strict Advaita? Is that even conceivable that Madhusudana will deviate from strict Advaita and showing his dualistic predilections? Scholars say that. Chaitanya's time. He is from Bengal, soft-headed person. He has still an attraction to Krishna. Well, you don't need to be Bengali to have an attraction to Krishna. Starting from Murali Madhavan, whose name is of Krishna's, all the way up to the recently passed away great physicist of India, George Sudarshan, who was a Christian. I once lived in his house in Austin, Texas. And in an evening party where he took me, suddenly I asked him, have you, I don't know whether they allow Christians to enter. You are a Christian. Have you ever visited Guruvayur temple? Just the name Guruvayur, I said. And George Sudarshan, the physicist, the Christian, he started shedding tears. I said, what happened? You have a problem with your eyes? He said, no. If you mention Guruvayur, I cannot stop crying. Okay. Was he not a rigorous, strict, good, scientific physicist? Of course he was. Similarly, Madhusudana Saraswati was as strict and Advaitin as you can expect. Remember Advaita Siddhi. Okay. But he was not coming down from Akshara Brahma, from Nirguna Brahma. He was going above. Because the Bhagavad Gita says, Yasmat ksharamati-toham aksharadapi chottama atosmi loke vedecha pratita purushottama. And Abhinavagupta comes and says, you want to understand what Purushottama is? Study grammar. Purushottama is Uttama Purusha, the first person. And that is why, while Ahamkara is a vigna, obstacle, but in Aham Brahmasmi, Ahamiti, this is a sacred, most sacred, secret mantra. Why so? Because all of language, which is contained between a and ha, is contained in aham. A to ha. Shankara's philosophy is known as Shanta Brahmavad or Kevala Advaitavad, or sometimes as Maya Vedantavad. But it comes to a difficult point when Shankara has to fight Prakriti Karanavad or Pradhana Karanavad in 115, Brahma Sutra 115. What is that sutra? We all know. Ikshater na shabdam na ashabdam. Ikshater na. At this point, I am apologizing because I am entering into proper Vedanta, of which I am not an adhikari. Why? Sadhana chatushtaya shunyatvat. Okay? Adhikari tu vidhivad adhita veda vedangatvena apatato adhigata akhila vedartha asmin janmani purva janmani va sadhana chatushtaya sampanna pramada. None of these qualifications I have. But my Diksha Guru, who was a Ramanujite, he used to say, seeing that Advaita Vedanta is so popular in all over the world, he used to say, in some Purana, Bhavishya Purana or something, there is a statement, Kalau Vedantina Sarve Phalgune Valakaiva. Little children sing erotic love songs without understanding when in the month of Phalgun. So like Phalgune Valakaiva, I will do a little bit of Brahma Sutra Vyakhyana. Sankhya Parikalpitam Achetanam Pradhanam Jagata Karanam Na Shakyam Vedanteshu Ashrayit. We cannot accept that Pradhana or Prakriti is the Jagat Karan. In Sankhya philosophy, there is an ultimate difficulty. And the difficulty is that Purusha, even if you think of Seshwara Sankhya, even Purusha Vishesha, cannot participate in causality. Karya Karana Bhava Madhye Pariname Karya Karana Sambandhe Purushasya Kopi Sambandho Nasti. In fact, you can be briefer. Purushasya Kenapi Sa Kopi Sambandho Nasti. Purusha is asambandha, asambandha. It is Prakriti Trigunatmika. And this Prakriti is avidya in Advaita Vedanta. But Prakriti is not the Karana of the world. Why? Because Shruti, Shabda, says, Tada ikshata bahusyam prajaya. From the very start, from the very get-go, you have a difficulty there in the Upanishad. It is not a difficulty. Upanishad story is very simple, straightforward, and deep. And that is what is picked up by Abhinavagupta directly. But by the time you come to Gaudapada Shankara, this Iksham Chakre Prashnopanishad, this Iksha, where is it coming from? It is coming from Ekaki Sabai Naivareme. Come on. Purna Brahma Nareme is Satchidananda. How can he be Nareme? Perfect explanation in Kashmir Shaivism. Why? Because Paramashiva is not Nishkriya, Swatantrena Sakriya, Ichha Shaktiman. And one of those things that he wants to do, I will not have time to explain this, but Shiva has 5 duties. Like all of us modern people, I'm sure Murali Madhavanji also. Because as you grow old, you forget what you have to do. We put a list of to do on the fridge. At least we do that here in America. Ki this idam kartavyam agamini dine. So Shiva has panchakritya. Kritya panchakam. Srishti, Sthiti, Pralaya of the universe. These 3 plus, very important. Although Shiva is Antakasya Antaka. That's why my decision is, if you see that the world is not ekam, the Jagat is Vichitra. Vishwa Vaichitra Chitrasya. Alekyakara is Shiva. He is a free Swatantra Chitrakara. But you have to see the world as Nana Eva. We can write our dissertation thesis on the meaning of that evil. But one who sees the world as Nana Eva, he attains Maheshwara. That is why Ishopanishad says, not as a threatening to the Bahubadi, but as a blessing. Mrityo samrityum apnoti yaya nana eva pashyati. Hoyam mrityo mrityu antakasyapi antaka. Maheshwara Swayam. Okay. This is a common formulation in Kenopanishad and in Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. Shrotrasya shrotram manaso mano yat vachoha vacham sahu pranasya prana chakshushash chakshur atimuchya dhira pratyasman loka amrita bhavanti. And why Srimad Bhagavatam in Rasa Mandala, after disappearing, this is another job that Shiva has, and so does Krishna, which is to disappear, Tirobhav. So Panchakritya Madhye, Srishti Sthiti Laya, Tirobhava and Anugrah. These are the five. Now this Tirobhava, after Tirobhava, after Nimesha, there is Unmesha. There is here, then appears in the Rasa Mandala, after the Gopi Gita. After they cry, Jayati te dikam janamana braja shayata indira shashvadatrei Truti yugayate tvama atasi jat bhavanan hikananam Truti yugayate tvama pashyatam Daita drishyatam vikshutavaka Stvaidita savastvam vichinnate. After they are crying, he comes back, and in one short verse, Vyasa says in Srimad Bhagavatam, how does he come back? Tasam aviravit shauri smayamana mukam bhuja sakshat manmatha manmatha anayaritya mrityo mrityu namaka Maheshwaraya mrityos mrityum apnoti yaya nana eva pashyati. Okay, so these are the five jobs of Shiva. And one of them is Iksha, Ichha. Because when he covers himself and he appears, Sarvajna appears to be Alpajna. He knows everything, he's omniscient. But he appears to be Kinchidri, knows a little bit, doesn't know. He is Nitya Jnanavan, Swabhaviki Jnana Valakriyaja. But he appears not only to others, there is no other at that point. Ekaki. But he appears as if I don't have any companion. Tadaikshata Bahusyam Srijaya. Okay. So, Shankara says, this Kriya, Sarvajna Ishvara Karana Parani Vakyani Yattu Uktam. If somebody says, why can't Prakriti do the Iksha? Pradhana can do the Iksha. Shankara says, no, Pradhana is Jada, he cannot do the Iksha. Then the interlocutor, Purupakshin says, Sankhya says, come on, what is Iksha? Jnana Janya Bhavedicha. So, Iksha is basically a kind of jnana. And jnana is the function not of Purusha, not of Brahman, but of Buddhi. So, Sattva Pradhana Prakriti, when Sattva Gunasya Udreko Bhavati, when Sattva Guna is Pradhan, then Buddhi acts. At this point, in extremely contemporary 21st century cognitive science and philosophy of mind and theory of consciousness, a major distinction is made between two kinds of consciousness. one kind of consciousness always has an object. It is consciousness of a cup, consciousness of a table. This in Advaita Vedanta is called Vritti Jnana. Savishayak. It has objects. In fact, in the beginning of European phenomenology, Franz Brentano said the defining characteristic, the Vyavartaka dharma of consciousness as against jada, achetana, chetana, chaitanya is savishayaka, whereas jada has no vishaya. This is one kind of consciousness. But more recently, another kind of consciousness is talked about. That is pure subjectivity, which has no object. And this is called phenomenal awareness, consciousness. What it is like to be something more internally to be felt. Internally, not in the sense of antarindriya, but this is indriyatita consciousness, which has no vishaya. This is closest to this is the concept of swaprakasha or sakshi chaitanya in Advaita Vedanta. Okay, avedyatve sati aparoksha vyavahara yogyatva. These two types of consciousness have been distinguished. So jnanam vishaya, savishayakam jnanam, ghata jnanam, pata jnanam, knowledge of this, knowledge of that. This is actually a property of buddhi. And if God made a sankalpa, bahusyam prajaya, where is this bahu? It is in the future. Sankalpa vishaya anagate tishtati. Shvaha idam karishyami. That karyam, that object is not yet here, but buddhi can make it an object. So, nanu uktam sarva jnana shakti matvena prakritireva sarvajmo bhavet. Let prakriti be sarvajmo. But now we are coming to the weakest point of Advaita, of some Sankhya philosophy. And Sankhya philosophy is so strong as our past. Okay. And this is characteristic of India's material culture as well as intellectual culture. We have got hybrid electric cars on the street, but we have not given up the bullock cart. The bullock cart is still there. We don't throw away either our old computers or our old parents on the street. We keep them. And Pitri Pitama, we remember them in the Pitri Paksha with Tarpana. Okay? Pita, Pitama, Matama, Pitama, Viddha Prapitama, all of them. Similarly, Sankhya is the earliest darshan of India. Mahabharata's philosophy is Sankhya philosophy. But Sankhya is refuted as Pradhanamalla. Pradhanamalla Nirbana Nyayena. Sankhya is refuted. But this is not science. You have refuted, now you throw away Sankhya. Sankhya is revived again. All the 25 tattvas of Sankhya are revived by Utpaladeva, by Shivadrishti, by Somananda. And adding to that, 11 more tattvas, you get Shatringshat tattva. Sankhya is fully preserved in the Shivadvaita, Paramadvaita of Pratyabhijna. Sankhya is not rejected. But Sankhya has a weak point. And Jayanta Bhatta in Nyaya Manjari, after a long criticism, rejection of Prakriti Karanavad, he, again Jayanta Bhatta from Kashmir, he summarizes beautifully. Srinivas ji, are you still there? I don't know.
Yes. Yeah, I'm here.
Nyaya Manjari, he says, summarizes in one sentence, the rejection of Sankhya. What? The rejection is chit dharmascha mrisha buddhau. Buddhi pratibimbitam purusha. Purushasya dharma chit chetana. But vastutah buddhau chetana nasti. There is no chetana in a material, a brain type, material buddhi. There are neurons, but neuron does not have chetana. Buddhi dharma, chit dharmascha mrisha buddhau. Buddhi dharma, and Buddhi's dharma is vritti. Vishaya vimukhatva. Vishaya sapekshatva. Vishaya mukhinatva. This Buddhi dharma, mrisha chiti, it is only falsely superimposed on chit. Chit does not have intentional consciousness. And pure phenomenal consciousness is not there in Buddhi. But it is by the cooperation of the two that any cognition is possible. So, for Jayanta, this is an enough khandana. Comes on stage, tata pravishati, Advaita Vedante, in the Natya. He says, I will make an ishtapatti of this. Yes, all our cognitions of objects is based on Satyanrite Mithuni Kritya. Okay. But it is not so easy to explain the Iksha. Okay. So Shankara, he says, because the Purupakshin says, how can your Brahman also do Iksha? Okay. My Pradhana Prakriti is Jada. So she cannot do Iksha. So how does your Brahman do Iksha? Brahman is also Nishkriya, Niricha. So Shankara says, Sakshi Nimittam Ikshitrattam. Sakshi Chaitanya Nimittam Brahma. Ishvara, Brahmana, Ikshitrattam. So then Purupakshin says, okay, we have Sakshi Purusha. So Sakshi Nimittam, Pradhanasyapi Ikshitritvam. Let Pradhana be the Ikshana Kartri. Okay? Let Pradhana do the cosmic resolution. We will now be many. The plurality is desired. Let that desire come from there. Shankara says, Atra uchyate. Idam tavat bhavan prashtavya. Because the Sankhya Purupakshin was saying, look, and it reminds me of the Nayayika's liberated soul. As all of you know, the liberated self of Nayayika do not have any jnana. Because jnanam is savishayakam and depend on another object. Then sarvam paravasham dukkham. Therefore, dukkhatyanta bhav apavarge jnanam nasti. There is no cognition. So Nayayika's mukti is like pashana sadrisha. There is no jnana. Sankhya says, your Nirguna Brahman is also like that. It does not have any Vishayata Sambandha with anything. So how can it be Sarvajna? In fact, our Pradhana can be Sarvajna. When it is Sattva Pradhana, then Mahat knows everything. Because Mahat is pure, Sattva Pradhana. Yes, a little bit of Rajas is there. That is why it has the Vritti. It can Vishayam Pratidhavati. Kene Shitam Patati Preshitam Mana. Kena Prana Prathama Praiti Yukta. So there is a Gati in the Pranadi, and Prakriti itself can be Sarvajna. And Shankara says, how can you say that my Brahman is not Sarvajna? Sarva Vishaya Abhasana Kshamam Jnanam Nityam Asti. Sarva Vishayakam Jnanam Asmin Brahmani Nityam Asti. अपि च नासौ सर्वज्ञ इति तु विप्रतिषिद्धम् इति तु वदतोऽभ्याघात्. How can you call it? Now our question will be, now which Brahman is he talking about? He's talking about Saguna Brahman. Because Nirguna Brahman does not have Sarvajñatva. But Shankara has Pratibha. In the Mundaka Shruti, Yas Sarvajña Sarvavit, Yasya Jnanamayam Tapah. Shankara, Sarvam Janati iti Sarvajña, interprets it that way. But then he gives an interpretation. I don't know how many of you have seen that. It shows that he is talking by Sarvajña adjective. He is talking about Shuddha Brahma, Nirguna Brahma. Why? Because he says, Natu Sarvam Janati iti Sarvajña, but Sarvaschaso Jnascha. Ayam Atma Brahma Sarva. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. Apicha Jnaswarupa. Sarvaschaso Jnascha. Sarvajña. Okay? Not a Dvitiya Tatpurusha Samas or Upapada Tatpurusha Samas, but it is a Karmadhara Samas. Sarvaschaso Jnascha. But with all that technique, till the end, we don't have time here to study all of this. I will now come to how is Abhinavagupta's interpretation would be. We don't have Abhinavagupta's direct interpretation of Ikshanam, but here and there in Vibriti Vimarshini, the longer book, Ishvara Pratyagna Vimarshini, everybody reads. And another curious fact, Murali Madhavanji, my dear friend and the world's greatest Kashmir Shaiva scholar in Rome University, La Sapienza, called Raffaele Torella, found one small lost fragment of Utpaladeva's Vivriti and Abhinava's Vivriti Vimarshini, the longest book. You know where? Not in Lucknow, not in Srinagar, not in Delhi archive. There are some in National Archive. But in Grantha script, in Tiruvananthapuram Oriental Institute Manuscript Library. Okay? So we should be both proud and ashamed that somebody from Rome knows about it. We should be ashamed. And we should be proud that it exists in Tiruvananthapuram. There's nothing wrong in having these paraspara opposite sentiment of pride and shame.
Correct.
In Valmiki Ramayanam, when Bharata came,
Yes.
take him back, and Ram didn't go. So all the Ayodhya Vasins, with Bharata going away, crying, but they're also very happy. Valmiki says, nobody is more contemporary a poet than Valmiki. Like
Good.
a modern poet, he says.
Good.
Tam adbhutam dhairyam aveksha ragave. Samam jano harsham avapa dukkhita. Dukkhito bhutva harsham avapa. Katam nayatyayodhyam iti dukkhito bhavat. Sthira pratijmatvam aveksha harshita. So we can be lajjita and also, sadarpa. Both. So to come back to Abhinavagupta. Abhinavagupta says in Vibriti Vimarshini, at the end of it, and he is somebody who is as sharp in argumentation and as imaginative in poetry as he is in open description of his own spiritual experience. And after writing his big book, Vivriti Vimarshini, okay, he ends the book by telling people, why are you wasting time reading my book? I have only roamed around that real thing. But Sangvit Dhamani Shambhave Vishathachet Kaliyam Ekam Lavam. For 1 second, if you enter into your own Sangvit Dhama, the inner citadel, go to Chidambaram. The innermost is an empty room, Akasha Murti of Shiva. Sangvit Dhamani Shambhave Vishathachet Kaliyam Ekam Lavam. Kim Kim Varnanika Virabhirabuta Abhita. What is the point of my Varnanika? This whole book is calling Varnanika, these little descriptions that I am giving. Kim Kim Varnanika Virabhirabhita Satyam Swayam Jnasyatha. He's telling his readers. So that Abhinav Gupta summarizes briefly Shakti Sanchaya Shivasya Brahmana Bhava Bhavya Shaktaya Santi. Bhavya Shaktaya Santi. Ichha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Smriti Shakti, Apohana Shakti, Jnana Shakti. You will say, oh, this is all tantric stuff. Then you'll have to say Bhagavad Gita is tantric, coming from the tribals. Because Bhagavad Gita says, Matta Smritir Jnanam Apohanancha. And that is how Ishvara Pratyabhidami Varshini, Jnanadhikara, is 4th chapter, Smriti Pariksha. Smriti Jnanam Apohanancha. 5th chapter, Jnana Pariksha. 6th chapter, Apohana Pariksha. Vicheda Shakti, distinguishing the power of excluding. Ago Vyavritti is the essence of Gotva. This is a Buddhist doctrine. But Gita says, Apohana. Matta Smriti Jnanam Apohanancha. Okay. So he says, Shakti Sanchaya Gananam Ashakyam iti darshayan etadaha asmad darshan. That is, this Kriya Ichhadi Yukta Sakriya Brahmavada Anabhyupagame. If you do not accept our theory of a vibrant, active Brahman as Paramarthika, not Vyavarika, Paramarthika. Asmad darshan anabhyupagame Brahma vivartavado jada vivartavada eva. Katam jadyam nam swatantrasya bhava. If you do not have freedom, then you are jada. What is freedom? Kartum akartum anyatha kartum vashakti. Tasmat swatantra karta. Tat swatantram Shivasya. Shiva has paramarthika. Ultimate reality in Shiva has free will. In that free will, he is a kavi. He is a poet. And he makes and remakes the world. Okay? He will make a country. In one point, Vishwaguru. And in the next moment, he makes that country the worst in the whole world. He makes something the best, the strongest, and the richest. And the next, he makes it the poorest developing country. He makes medical science progress, advance so much that people don't die till they're 100-year-old, no disease, all vaccines. And then suddenly he kills everybody. This is his Vaichitra Rachana. And this is not Vyavaharika, not of only Samashti Ajnana Upaita Chaitanya. This is coming from Shiva, who is both Karta, Bhokta, Maheshwara. Okay. So this is the theory. Asmad Darshana, Anabhyupagame, Brahma Vivartavado, Jada Vivartavadaye, Tatracha, Avidya api, Vivarta Tattvopapadika, Na Samarthaitum Shakya, Iti Vitanitam Shiva Drishto. Somananda Shiva Drishti has explained it elaborately. Okay. So now I have only 2 jobs left. I will list 9 distinctions between Advaita Brahmavad, this Shankara's Advaita, and Abhinavagupta's Advaita. And I told you about Brahma Satyam, there is no other Satya than Shiva. And that Shiva is Aham. Jivo Brahmaivanapa. I have to recognize myself. Advaita Vedanta, you have only Dashamastvamasi. Here you have elaborate theory of recognizing yourself in the Darpan. And very nice poetic theory of self-recognition. Okay, you have forgotten who you are. And Yoga Vasishta has many, many stories to interpret that. Okay. But I had also said, I will show you the Yoga Vasishta Praman, because unfortunately, the late 16th century's commentary that we get in Yoga Vasishta, Sanskrit commentary, that is modern, advertised all over North India, is an Advaita, Shankara Advaita commentary. But there is another commentary that they have discovered in Germany by Bhaskara Kantha, who wrote Bhaskari commentary on Ishvara Pratyabhijna Vimarshini. That 3-volume K.C. Pandey edition has Bhaskari in it. And that same Bhaskara Kantha wrote a commentary on the Mool text, of which Yoga Vasishta is a vulgate. It is a mixture of other texts. Real text was called Mokshopaya. And Mokshopaya has a Bhaskara Kantha Tika. And in Mokshopaya, Rama asks, after understanding the Advaita Tattva in the absolute pure form, he says, Anantaram Mune Vasishta, he is addressing Vasishta. Now, after this Mune, O sage, Bruhi Kali Kimipa Nrityati. Why and how does Kali dance? And Yoga Vasishta remembers Kenopanishad. He remembers this mantric name, Uma. Satasmin Nakashe Striyamajagam Umam Haimavatim Bahushobhamana. Okay. Now all of you Advaitins would say, oh, that is the avidya. But try saying that to Abhinavagupta. That Uma is avidya. No, Uma is the Ardhanarishwara half. Champeya Gaurardha Sharira Kaya. Okay, half. That is Uma. So she says, Onkara Sara Shaktitvat Umeti Parikritita. Om has 4 matras. A matra, U matra, Ma matra, and Ardha matra. This Ardha matra cannot be pronounced. So Durga Saptashati says, Ardha matra stita nitya ya anucharya. So Onkara Sara Shaktitvat umeti parikirtita. उमा इति परिकीर्तिता गायत्री गायनात्मत्तात् सावित्री प्रसवस्थिते सा एव गायत्री. But Ram is a good student and very influenced by the future Shankaracharya. So Rama says, wait a minute. Sri Rama Uvach, Chite Kalpaha Sharirinya. This Kali is Sharirini, this Uma is Sharirini. Bahushobhamana. Sargo ye ange sitas tatha. Tasya ange bhuvanatrayam. Saptavyaritaya. Sarvam Omkaratagata. Om Bhu, Om Bhuva, Om Swa, Om Maha, Om Jana, Om Tapa, Om Satyam, Om Tat Saviturvarenyam Gayatri. Vargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Apo Jyotiraso Mritam Brahma Bhurvaswaram. Those of you who are interested in Sahitya, see how in the deepest Upasana Paddhati of Vedikas, the word rasa occurs. Even before Taittiriya Upanishad, raso vaisa, it occurs. Apo Jyoti Raso Mritam Brahma Bhurvaswaram. And it is a mistake to think that here rasa means physical water or juice. Here means Saeva Rasanam Rasatama. That Upanishadic rasa. And this rasa says Omkara Sara Rupatvat. So Rama is asking, Chite Kalpa Sharirinya, Ye Ange Sthita Bhuvanadaya. Te kim Atmani Tishtanti. Atmani, Purna Brahmani, Shuddha Brahmani. Kim te Tishtanti. Uta Asatya Satyava. Are these worlds, this Nanamaya, these Vaichitramaya worlds, these all different Shaktis, do they exist in Atman Paramarthata? And Yoga Vasishta says, Ani koi vocally. Okay, as we say in Bengali, Dvyartha hina bhasha. There is no two meanings, only one meaning. And it says, Rama, Sri Vasishta Uvach, Rama, asau kila chit shakti, asau kila chit shakti, staya, yaccha uditam tatha, tat chetitam. Chetitam. It is abhasitam. Ataeva satyam. Iti akhilam. Yat, to exist, is to be perceived. If it is perceived, if it is felt, it is experienced, then it exists, it is real. And then he repeats. If you say, it is in Vishwam Darpana Drishyamanana, it is in a mirror, Drishtva Nijantargata, then I will say, Adarsheshu, that means in mirror, Adarsheshu, Athava Swapne, dream, Sarga Sankalpane Astuva, Bhausyam Prajaya iti Sankalpa, Shwaidam Karishyam. There will be a revival of this university. It is not yet revived, but you have Sankalpa. Is it not Satya? It's not Satya now. It will be Satya in the next few years. You have taken a 5-year project, 10-year project. That project is Sankalpa. Adarsheshu athava swapne sarga sankalpane stuva sa atmani arthakaritvat. Arthakaritvat satya ityeva memati. Katam satyam arthakaritvat. Then even Yoga Vasishta, although it is a kavya, in our kavyas, you can have good argumentation. Next, mama narthayasa. But it does not do any work for me. Mirror image does not do. In my dream, if I get the Nobel Prize, that does not come to any use. Because mama na artha kriyakari. Mama narthaya sa iti chet. If you say, this is not real for me because it does not work. If it is just dream, it does not work. It is avidya. So it is not paramartha. Then he is counter arguing. Iti chet katham bhavet deshantargata sarve bhavantu arthaya samprati. Okay. In Deshantar, in Hawaii, all of us have got both the vaccines. Is it of any use to you? No. People who are dying. Isn't that real? Well, it is real, although it is of no use to me. Because it is Deshantaragata. If Deshantaragata vastu can be Satya without being Artha Kriyakari for me, then Swapna vastu also can be Artha Kriyakari. For Swapnastha, okay, in the dream, the characters, they are getting some work done by that. So this is the argumentation which goes on. 9 points of distinction. I'm sorry I'm going on for a long time, but I have only taken 40 minutes up till now, okay? Because the preliminary, I looked at the watch, was almost 50 minutes, 50. So you have to let me just summarize these 9 points. Chit or Brahman in Shankara's Advaita is only Prakasha Swarup, Chinmatra Swarup, Jnana. Although this Jnana is Swaprakasha, but it does not have any conceptual structure. The moment conceptual structure comes, idam-itthamiti, that becomes vikalpa, judgment. So this is nirvikalpaka jnanam prakashamatram. Chit, that is pure consciousness. Pure consciousness in Kashmir Shaivism is both prakasha and vimarsha. That is why Ardhanarishwara holds a mirror with the female part to himself. So every cognition as a distinct phenomenon also looks back at itself. And this is different from the Advaita Vedanta Swaprakasha. And this Vimarsha Shakti is also the root of creativity. New things are created. Navanavonmesha comes from this Vimarsha Shakti. And this Navatva is not Pratibhasika, not Vyavaharika, Paramarthika. First distinction. Prakasha only in Shankara Advaita, Prakasha Vimarsha in Kashmir Advaita. Second, Kriya, activity, belongs only to Maya and Avidya in Shankara. That's why Naishkarma Siddhi. Okay. But in Kashmir Advaita, the Advaita Tattva, Shiva Shakti Samanvaya, Parama Shiva, has Swatantra and Kriya Shakti. Third, so I feel like saying that Kashmir is a cold place. People can really work hard. And the Kashmiri Brahman is always busy. Spandamana, Spandakarika is a text also. He is vibrating consciously, creating more avishrantam, trailokyam, kalpana shatai. With hundreds of new kalpanas, he is creating many words all the time. But you come to Kerala, it's a beach enjoying tourist who just sleeps. He is on the beach, Nishkriya, writes books like Naishkarma Siddhi. So this is the distinction between the two Brahmans. Third, Maya is anirvachaniya, indefinable. So the Kyativada, theory of error, is that error is inexplicable as neither real nor unreal. But the Kyativada in Kashmir Advaita, also it is Advaita. So it also agrees that you are making a mistake when you think that there are many realities, that I am different from Brahman. That's a mistake. But a mistake is not anirvachaniya. It is apurna khyati. So the theory is called apurna khyati. And when you say, but what do you say about Rajju Sarpa? Abhinav Gupta says, not only is Rajjo Sarpa Darshanam, Shukto Rajata Darshanam, is seeing silver in a seashell. Not only is that a mistake, seeing the seashell as seashell, that is also a mistake. That is also apurna, even according to Advaita Vedanta. Because the seashell is actually Chaitanya. So it is more or less purna. It is very apurna if you see it as a snake. If you see it as a rope, it is purnatara, but it is still apurna. So all our judgmental cognitions, avikalpa jnanam, all of them are apurna khyati. But purna, purnatara, apurnatara, there is that taratanya is there. Fourth distinction, in the case of empirical ego or jiva, the Atman is inactive and all activity belongs to buddhi, and Shankara here is indebted to, he basically takes the Sankhya view of this mithya samyoga between buddhi, vritti, sattva, guna, and the nirguna sakshi. But that is not what Abhinava's theory of a jiva is. Abhinava's theory is of different coats. Like Murali Madhavanji is wearing a waistcoat and then a shirt and then an undershirt. Okay, in cold countries, Paramashiva, Kashmir, wears 5 kanchukas. Pancha kanchuka theory. Okay. Now, fifth distinction, the universe is mithya or unreal. I've already said in the beginning, with the evidence of Yoga Vasishta, Jagat Satyam. Okay, just as Swapna is Satyam, Adarsha Pratibimba is Satyam, Jat Chetyate Tat Satyam. Whatever is abhasate, whatever appears, whatever is experienced, not as an object, but the experience itself, must be Satyam. In Mukti, liberation, the universe is annulled. There is no Ajativada and there is no you. For the Videha Mukta person, there is no world. Okay, and this is why Madhvas think that the Videha Mukta person of Advaita Vedanta is almost a Shunyavadi. I don't think that is a fair criticism, but it looks like that because it is, the world is annulled. There is no world. In liberation, the universe appears as a form of Shiva consciousness and you enjoy, the Jivan Mukta enjoys the Nanatva. And after Mukti, he sees Vishwam Darpana Drishyamana Nagarim Drishtva Nijantar Katam. Okay, Yakshakshat Gurudev Prabodha Samaye. Prabodha Samaye. After Prabodha, you see the Vishwa in Nijantar Katam. Okay, Vishwatma. So this is, I would say, Dakshinamurti Stotra is more like Kashmir Shaivism. Seventh distinction. According to Shankara Vedanta, avidya is removed by vidya. And when this happens, there is mukti or liberation. According to non-dualistic Shaiva philosophy, Advaita, Pratyabhijna Advaitavad, there are 2 kinds of ajnana. There is Paurusha Ajnana and there is Bauddha Ajnana. Our Shastric knowledge, Akhandartha Jnanam, this can remove the Paurusha Jnana. Okay, theoretically, we can understand. But for real mystical experience to happen, we have to have the grace of Shiva, Anugrah. without the grace of Guru, Shiva, there is no direct experience of this Pratyabhijna. You can recognize yourself to be Shiva himself. Okay, only by the grace. I was listening carefully. The gentleman who is the architect of this future project, he said that one of the first things that you will start in the new university is a discussion of Kaushitaki Brahma. Now, Kaushitaki Upanishad has a very interesting support for this Pratyabhijna philosophy, because it says that after a perfect sadhaka, a spiritual aspirant, after death, through Devajana, Archiradi Margen, Gachati, and then finally there is a Purusha, a sort of mysterious person, Purushottama, sitting on a Brahmakatta, on a bed. This is in Kaushitaki Upanishad. And he asks, before admitting the departed soul, he asks, Kastvam, who are you? And the liberated person answers, Aham Tvameva, I am you. And then he says, welcome, come here. And he is welcomed. You can check in Kaushitaki Upanishad. Okay, so this is the seventh distinction, that liberation is of a different kind. Eighth distinction is that this upasana, I started by saying, who was Madhusudana Saraswati worshipping? Okay, Nirguna Brahmana upasana nasti. Saguna Brahmana eva upasana. But then who are you worshipping? And Abhinavagupta's theory, Utpala's theory, Somananda's theory is that this same Shiva Shakti, who is the Paramartha Sat, is also Pujya, Upasya. So, and this Upasana takes the form, Abhinavagupta here quotes the Bhagavad Gita, that famous verse, with which I think many Brahmins from north to south start eating, okay, apart from pranayasva, apanayasva. And that mantra is Brahmarpam, Brahmavir, Brahmagno, Brahmana. And as Abhinavagupta in his Gita commentary, okay, as Abhinavagupta comments on this, he explains this verse. He says, Yatha Mayaiva Uktam, by a verse about goddess. Under this verse, Brahmarpanam Brahmavi, even the Hota is Brahma. You can ask in the Vishnu Sahasranam, what kind of man? Brahman is like a prime minister. He likes to be praised. He likes his praises. That doesn't sound nice. Why Stuti Priya? Stabhya Stava Priya Stota. Stuti Stota Arana Priya. But then you don't notice, he is not only Stava Priya. Who's Stava? His own Stava. By himself. Stota is also him. So Brahmarpanam Brahmavi, Brahmagno Brahmanautam, Brahmaivatena Vantavi. Under this, now notice, okay, the beauty of Abhinava's verse. Here he quotes, Tavachaka kila na stutirambike. Tavachaka kila na stutirambike. Akila shabdamai khalpetam. Nikhila murti shume bhavadanvaya. Manasi jasu bahi prasarasu cha. Akila shabdamai. Okay. Akila shabdamai tavatanu. Yat yat shabdam varnam ucharayam. That's whatever I pronounce, whatever I utter, that is your stuti. Tavacha ka kila nastutirambike. Akhila shabdamai kila tetan. Nikhila shabdamai kila tetan. Akhila murti shume bhavadanmaya. मनसि जासु बहि प्रसदासु च इति विचिन्त्य शिवे शमिता शिवे जगति जातम अयत्नवशादिदं स्तुति जपार्चन चिंतन वर्जिता न खलु काचन काल कलास्ति मे. There is not a fraction of a second in my life which is without your stuti, without your chintana, without your archana. This is whose archana? This Uma Haimavati Yukta, that Shiva, that Brahman. Okay. Chakshushash chakshurati muchyadhira, srotrasya srotra, mrityo mrityu. That Brahman, Parama Purushottama, is the object with whom I am identical. But I recognize that. Okay. And so with these 8 distinctions, I don't have time to talk about. I'll now share screen and show you at the end of Vivriti Vimarshini, Abhinavagupta puts this point of his Advaita by a comparison with looking at, as if Shiva is in front of you. Okay? Shiva is in front of you. You look at his eyes, from which Anugraha is, being showered. Okay? Like Nrisimhadeva's eyes oozed with love for Prahlad. Prapanna Chichido Nakha. Right? Shiva's eyes, 2 eyes, these 2 eyes, he's first looking at. And he has to be seen by both of them. So here he adopts Dvaita Drishti. But as Shiva's grace comes, the Bhakta gets focused in the middle between the 2 eyes, in the Bindu. And in that, he sees only one eye, Advaita Drishti. That's the Tritiyam. Tritiya Shabdasya Ganite Advitiya iti artha. Not Tritiya. Tritiyam. So, look at this now. Is my screen visible, Murali Madhavanji? Yes or no? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm coming to that. This is the last. Brahmadi Kitantam Anantakam Jat Lokatraye Vedaka Chakravalam Tad Dvaita Drishtaiva Swavarnamitham Tadiya Chakshur Yugalam Vyanakti. When I look at the horizon, Chakravalam, the horizon of the world, of the 3 worlds, Lokatraye, 3 worlds, the horizon of all the perceivers, every perceiver, Matrinam, Vedakanam, Chakravalam, those who know things, Vedaka, Vedanakarta, Vedaka, Tesham Chakravalam, Te Kidrisha, all the way up to Krimi, a worm, an insect, Kita. Brahmadi Kitantam, Anantakam Jat, Lokatraye, Vedaka Chakravalam, Tad Dvaita Drishtya Eva. That I see with a duality, 2 eyes, Swavarnam, of its own kind. Like the Vedaka Chakravala, the eyes are also in the world of duality. Tadiya chakshur yugalam vyanakti. Your kind, karunyapurn, sadaya chakshu yugalam. Tat vyanakti. This world of duality, subject, object, I, another, yusmat asmat pratyaya. This yugala is like your chakshu yugala. Itham vimirshya, deeply contemplating and debating within my mind. Itham, in this way, vimirshya, aham ananta shaktim. Vishranta dhir dvaita drisham. This dvaita drishti has ananta shakti. This dvaita drishti has the power to create two by two, go, ago, ashwa, anashwa, manushya, amanushya, gata, agata, pata, apata. Like this, it can create ananta things. Vishranta dvaita drisham jihasu. Now I want to give up. I want to give up. Nityakshu. I want to jihasu. Okay, I want to give up this duality. Tvad bhakti sandarshita shuddha marga. Tvad bhakti sandarshita shuddha marga. Nirargali bhavita bhuri bhava. The windows of my heart have opened. Nirargali bhut. The argalas have opened. Tvad bhakti sandarshita shuddha marga. Now I've got the pure path. Samam, samaprodgata vedanakya, bindustha. In the point, middle point. Netrantara shobhamanam. So, Varkeriji, it is not only the Madhyamika Buddhist who is Madhyastha. Vijnana Bhairava has a secret method of meditation. He says, Grahya grahaka samvitti sarvatra samana sarvesha. Yoginam tu visheshoyam sambandhe savadhanata. Natu ahamannam ahamannamiti. Natu ahamannada ahamannadaiti. Parantu bindu madhye aham shloka krit, aham shloka krit, aham shloka krititi. Tritiyam netra. Jat prameyam pramatrina saha eki karoti. Vayam eki karoti. Samagrodgata vedanakya bindustha netrantara shobhamanam bhavantam antakrita vishwarupam advaita drishtim shiva sangsritosmi. Thank you.
It was a very, very enthralling lecture. In fact, we say, Yataha bijat bhaved vrikshaha vrikshad bijam. A tree evolves out of a bija, and bija is a tree which is involved in it.
Right.
Within this 1 hour of lecture of Professor Arindam Chakrabarti ji, he has involved into this a plethora of Pramana texts. How many texts he has quoted from? It is a real marvel, sir. We are so fortunate to listen to you. But personally, I feel so enthralled that such a great professor of your eminence has really put in nutshell such a wonderful philosophy, particularly the comparison of Shankara's Advaita and Abhinav Gupta's Advaita. And what an amount of comparison you have started your lecture with, like the Gita and the Yoga Vasishta, the Narayana concept, who is addressing and who is the listener, and about the Masa Dwadashi and the Dwadashakali. And very wonderfully you put out this Satyajit Ambara, in the Ardhanarishra form, and by spitting the words Sati Chidambara, Nata, because Lord Chidambareshwara Nataraja, who is involved in the cosmic dance, and very beautifully you related the approach between Ekaki and Nanatva, and between even Madhusudan Saraswati's approach to the Advaita on one hand, elsewhere where when he says Krishnate Param Kimapi Tattvam Aham Na Jane, how to reconcile between the two. And very beautifully you developed this idea of Shiva Kartum Agartum Anyata Kartum Shaktaha, and who is a Karta, because like Shiva is a Kavi, you said very beautifully, as we say in Sahitya, Apare Kavya Samsare Kavihi Ekaha Prajapati, he is the sole creator. And here it is Shiva who is a Karta, Bhokta, Maheshwaraha. And that excellent interpretation of the word Uma, because most of the Sahityakaras are carried away by what Kalidasa has said, Uma iti matra tapasaha nishiddha. When she wanted to do penance, her mother Mena said, Uma, don't do this. Sirisha Pushpam Satasham Tava Vapuhu. So you cannot withstand this, therefore don't do this penance. But this interpretation as Omkara Sara Shaktitvad Umeji Parikirtita, very beautifully you have brought out, and the 9 differences between Shankara's interpretation and Abhinav Gupta's approach to this Advaita. It is a very marvelous lecture. I have no words
I want to say
to
something.
describe, really.
Sorry, if anyone wants the reference, Yoga Vasishta Nirvana Prakaranam Uttarardha, chapter 84, verse number 11. So Yoga Vasishta Nirvana Prakaranam Uttarardha, chapter 84, verse number 11. That is the Umeti Prakirtita, that verse.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Okay,
Very
thank you.
Wonderful, sir. It was a
Wonderful.
wonderful exposition. We are indeed very, very fortunate to listen to you. In fact, I should say that it augurs well for the Kantal Shala, because this is the first of the series of lectures that it has been commenced. And we are sure that you have put a very beautiful foundation for this as a scholar who delivered the first international commemorative lecture of Sri Shankara Jayanti. We are very, very indeed very fortunate. And before I just read out the citation, I request Professor Murli Madhavan to read out Swamiji's words of blessing. Swami Brahmananda
thank you.
Tirtha's Professor Murli Madhavan.
Thank you, Radhakrishnan. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I was very much astonished and what we call enthralled, as Professor Radhakrishnan has told. There is no words. Yedo vacho nivartante aprapya manasasaha. That type of experience, of Advaitic experience I am having, hearing the lecture of the Professor Arindam Chakravarti. I composed a half of a verse about him. It is not full. Now it is only Dipadi. It will Chadushpadi, it will become. But I will recite the first 2 verses I have composed now, hearing his lecture. Shastre Vistrada Yukri Jala Jadile Nyaya Shastre. His special subject is Nyaya Shastra. Shastre Vistrada Yukri Jala Jadile Saundarya Saratmage Sahityecha Samam Vihara Chadura Pratnya Tava Anyadrishi. Shastre Vistrada Yukri Jala Jadile Saundarya Saratmage Sahityecha Samam Vihara Chadura Pratnya Tava Anyadrishi. Professor Chakrabarti ji, thank you for your scholarly presentation.